All right, mate. Yeah, let's look here. I couldn't actually find a KuCoin chart. I'm not too sure what I was doing, but this seems to be a pretty decent chart. Very nice move so far with the rest of the market, I suppose. These double bottoms well, in most coins at the moment are holding. I had hoped Sol, for example, was going to roll over. Didn't roll over. It held up. Frustrating, but it is what it is. So the monthly, like the monthly's in 7 days time, a new monthly in 6 days time. I think that's the most important thing at this point in time. We are finishing strong on the month. We are finishing green. I thought maybe we were going to get set up for a new month, but price exploded today with the tether print. Price didn't wait for a new month, which is slightly frustrating. But at the same time, we see this pretty often as well. So Hex in the meantime, like if you look here, there's a large wick up here. Price may want to pop up and into this sort of wick area and take liquidity kind of in there. If we look at this as well, it's most likely a bit of a daily apex, or at least attempting to be, and we can kind of see that there. God, that was a look at the base there, and we just grind it back up, and now we're trying to get above that white 100 with the red 200 coming down on top of price. So you have to think at this point there's going to be dips here look like they're a buy for a move up into here. A move into here is fairly normal practice. Fairly normal practice in a bear market. When you get pops up here, I suppose there was one there, but this is the real first base at the lows or close to the lows. So in my eyes, this is kind of working in a slightly bullish base, and will eventually work its way up here above the red 200. Now how far above it, sometimes you get a bit of a spike, but ultimately this in my view probably should roll over again down to new lows, somewhere down below this low here. That's the way I think it's going to play out, and then we put a base down here for a better bottom before getting a bigger move up. But the way that plays out is sometimes it's difficult to say how it's exactly going to play out, but I do think something like that. Sometimes you get that move and then it does this for a long time and drifts and drifts and drifts, but and you kind of get more of a pattern like this. Probably really should just, you can already see the trend line there that has developed. And it's something we need to watch in the future. These things are not deleting. I don't know what's going on there. So you can kind of see something like that. Sometimes you get that like a kind of wedge or whatever way you want to call it in a bottoming pattern like that. Now I know that's horrible looking, but sometimes you get something like that after a parabolic move and a parabolic crash. Parabolic retrace, sometimes you get something like this, and then you break out of it. So but I do think that we should get a move up into the red 200 as that drops down, and price can come up above this, and maybe we work our way down. Now maybe I didn't draw that correctly. There's a peak up there, and it's hard to know what way it's going to play out, but a move like this for a period would not surprise me. I do think we get below these lows later, which is going to take time. It could be quite a few months away, but these are interesting times for sure. On a new month, if you were looking, I know you're a Hex fan, I'm not sure if you're long, if you're not long or whatever, but this is a decent candle here, and if we have a small dip on a new month and turn green again, I think there's probably more upside into that red 200 moving average up there. But yeah, I don't like the FOMO here. It's already up 7% on the day. It's into the previous candle highs. Is this gonna go crazy high on this month? Is it possible? Of course it's possible, but I don't really think so, because I don't think it's going to close above that yellow 9 EMA this month, which is this 2 week. I think it would probably get rejected off this yellow 9 EMA if it gets up there in this candle. Also, very important to note, the 3 month here has flipped green. Okay, so that's very important, and you can see that that flipped green yesterday. 2 days ago. So as soon as we started to flip green here, well, you can see what happened. We flipped green on a 3 month and we ran. So there definitely is a slight bullish element to this, and probably can go higher. A dip off this level is probably pretty normal. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 days to the upside. It might try to go higher and then pull back a little bit, consolidate, and all this while this is doing this is still dropping. And as this drops and gets closer to price will eventually probably want to come up into it, wherever that is.